I'm Jocelyn, and I'm a student at Fullerton College. I'd like to explain to you a process with my grandmother. I taught her how to create a Facebook account and email address. And although Facebook seems relatively normal to the average college student, there are still many out there who are computer illiterate and do not know what to do on the internet, such as my grandmother. So, in this speech, I will inform you how to create an email address, how to create a Facebook account, and how Facebook can benefit you. First thing I did with my grandmother is we went to gmail.com. So in the top of your browser, you go to www.gmail.com. Then from there, you will see a few options: sign up or login. Login would be if you have an email address already and you have your password. To create one, you go do sign up. Sign up, and then I helped my grandma with her email address, and I think it should be something where your first and last name and the year you were born, something basic. However, my grandmother didn't want to put the year she was born. She thought it was intriguing, so she put mine. So hers is JuanitaRoman91@gmail.com. My grandma doesn't speak English, but there is a way that she can see it in Spanish. You just click this, there's a setting at the bottom screen, and it says Spanish or International. That way she can access it in Mexico too. And then your password should be somewhere creative, but at the same time, something easy for you to remember. Although if you forget your password, there is an option for getting your password, and at that time you create a clue for yourself to remember if you forget it. A clue can be something like your pet, your favorite color, your hometown city. So for my grandma, we picked her home city, and that's her clue if she forgot her password. I told my grandma to pick something creative and a number. That way it's easy for her and no one can hack into her stuff. After we created the email address, it was important for her to remember it because right after we did it, I showed her how, and she still didn't even remember her email address. So it's important to keep it within access with you in your phone or on your refrigerator even, just so you always have it. And wherever you go, you're going to want to give people your email address to get in contact with you if you don't want to be on the phone with them, face-to-face, and it's also professional. After that, we went to Facebook.com, and in the top browser, just like the email address, we put in Facebook. The same basic thing, you're going to see either sign up, log in. We had to sign up. So you click sign up, and then it's going to ask you for a bunch of basic information: first name, last name, hometown, date you were born. This is for people on Facebook to find you, to be friends, and to verify the account. So this is just an example: my grandma's first and last name and the email address she created. Next up, you're going to verify your account, and just so it's safe, Facebook sends you an email verifying that you just created the account with them. This way, you know that you're safe and no one's going to hack into your Facebook. The only thing is you have to create another password. It can be the same password as your email, but it's better to create a different one just to be safe. So after we did that, I showed my grandma the features she could do. This is the sign for her birthday, and all her friends on Facebook she could see when their birthdays are coming up, or when there's like special events, like this is a hometown. She can access people in her hometown where she was from, instead of just having family members and people she knows. Then you can upload a picture. By doing this, it'll give you two options. You can click one on your webcam. If you have a webcam, it will be located on the top of your computer screen. And you can take a picture of yourself right then and there, or you can choose to browse through your personal pictures. And my grandma chose this picture of me and her. So this is the picture she has on her Facebook now. And if you don't want to put a picture up of yourself right away, you can choose to skip the step, and you can do it later. Also, after that, it's going to ask you if you want to find friends immediately or wait. In order to find friends, you can either access it with hometown, high school, or you can just type in their first and last name, and familiar people will pop up. Once you start building friends on there, you will have mutual friends. So, for example, if you were to add a friend from high school and they have more people on Facebook, you would have the option to accept them as a friend or deny them. Or you can choose to add them yourself. The way you add someone as your friend on Facebook is at the top of the screen on their profile. It says add as friend. You click that. It's going to always ask you, again, are you sure? You say yes, no. The same thing when someone asks you to be their friend. When someone asks you to be their friend, you're allowing them to view all the things that you share on your profile: name, birthday, picture, information, hobbies, interests, and you have the option to choose yes or not now, or you can just leave it there pending if that's what you want. Other options on Facebook is a post. A post is something that you choose to free type. I mean, it could be a quote, it could be a story, it could be recipes, it could be ways for your friends to get to know you. You don't have to post anything. People post blogs, information that they find relevant, and it's a great way to communicate with other people as well on Facebook. Once you're on Facebook, you find more people that you know every day, and you don't have to engage in conversation with them through messages or for everyone else to see. There's also an option called instant message. When you're on the website, it gives you a list of all your friends who are online at that moment. You can choose to have a private conversation with them instantly. You don't have to wait for them to write back and go to your inbox. It just pops up. So you can have an instant conversation, find out your answers, and that's what instant messaging is. Although this is a lot of information to intake and get used to, as I said, my grandma doesn't even speak English, and it was hard to teach her. She's not familiar with computers, but I know that if she could do it, you can do it. And she was also born in the 1950s, which proves to be the generation who knows the least about the internet, and she still did it. So in the speech, I have informed you how to create an email account, how to create a Facebook account, the benefits of Facebook, and welcome to Facebook.